everyone, it's Janet here from AsianBossGirl. I grew up in a Chinese-American household, and one of my favorite dishes growing up was my mom's home-cooked Chinese tomato and egg stir-fry. Nowadays, when I visit my parents, my dad does a lot of the cooking, so he's also made this dish many times. Today, I'm gonna try my very undomesticated hand at preparing this dish. Now, I don't really cook. I usually just assemble food. Microwave is like the most commonly used thing in my kitchen. Not even on the stovetop, just gonna microwave it. And I know this dish sounds pretty simple, right? Tomato and egg, really only 2 ingredients, but the consistency and the proportions seem pretty important to get the right touch. And since I've never made this dish before, I'm actually gonna ask my parents for a little help with the recipe.
番茄炒蛋，你先拿6个鸡蛋。
番茄炒蛋 you need 2 or 3 tomatoes.
Do you do the tomatoes first?
Right.
放大概你自己决定，就是放一点油。
Then you get 4 to 6 eggs.
倒进去，然后 stir fry for maybe you can decide it yourself. Then it's done.
Pretty simple, but to make a good 番茄炒蛋, it's not that easy. Okay, good luck. Yeah, practice more.
Didn't quite get the recipe from that conversation, so my mom texted it to me. And now I have my shopping list. Anyone else use emojis for their grocery list? Now we're off to the market. First stop, tomatoes. And more tomatoes. And more tomatoes. And more tomatoes. Which one do I choose? I think this dish would work best with a larger tomato. And the more ripe, the better. So this one or that one? Anyone have tips on how to choose a good tomato? Let's just grab a couple. And now, onto the eggs. But not these eggs, no, no, no. Now, this is the carton of eggs I was looking for. And last but not least, a bundle of green onions. So this dish is traditionally made with real eggs, but today I have a carton of vegan eggs. So I have been practicing a more or less vegetarian diet for the last couple of years, and more recently I've been trying to minimize my consumption of dairy and eggs as well. I've never made this dish before, and I've also never cooked with vegan eggs before, so today is gonna be an adventure. Let's start with the vegan eggs. Add 12 tablespoons of the vegan egg powder into a large bowl. Mix with 1.5 cups of water and about a teaspoon of salt. Now we'll mix it all together real good. I didn't have a whisk, so I used a spoon, but I would definitely recommend a whisk, or chopsticks would work great too. Now we're going to chop the tomatoes. You want to cut them in half lengthwise so that it maintains the juices. Now cut each half into thirds. And place them on a plate. Next, we'll prepare the green onion. You'll make 2 cuts on each stalk, one to remove the roots and one to separate the white base from the green leaves. But keep them in separate bowls because you're going to be using the white base for the cooking and the green leaves for garnish. This dish is best with white rice, but I didn't have any on hand and Whole Foods ran out, so I'm going to prepare this green jade pearl rice infused with wild-crafted bamboo extract, and according to the package, produces the aroma of a bamboo forest. Sounds promising. Time to get some real cooking started. Measure out some oil. My mom's recipe calls for 1/2 cup. She uses a lot of oil, so fill that sucker up. And add it to a heated pan. We'll add the vegan egg mixture. Kind of looks like pancake mix, huh? Stir fry the eggs until they're cooked through and give them a good scramble. Let's see, heat pan, eggs become scrambled. I'm not really sure also how to judge if vegan eggs are cooked through. I mean, I guess it can't be undercooked because it's like, maybe just a texture thing. Remove the eggs to a plate and set them aside. Now reheat the pan, add a bit more oil, and we're gonna stir fry the chopped green onion for about 20 seconds. This is the white base that you had left aside. And then we're gonna add in the tomatoes. And stir fry for another 3 minutes. You want the tomatoes to get real juicy and cooked through. Then we'll combine and add the eggs back into the pan. And stir fry for another minute. Oh shit. I'm gonna add some salt. Add about a teaspoon of salt or to taste. And mix that up just a bit more. And now we're ready to plate. Make sure you use a large plate.
Oh, this plate is not big enough.
And last step is to garnish with your green onion leaves. Ta-da! And now, the taste test. The texture is a little bit more slippery than real egg, but the flavor is really good. And you can definitely salt to taste. I hope you guys enjoyed that and you'll try this recipe either with real eggs or vegan eggs. And keep an eye out because we have Helen and Mel also going to be sharing their videos of a special home recipe that they enjoy. Thanks guys, and we'll see you next time. Oh my god. This is not turning out the way. That's okay. It's starting to smell more like eggs and less like fart, so that's good. Just do it one more time, Janet.
Confidence.
And then
Get her.
oh, fucking shit! Oh my god!
Oh, are you okay?